Alright, so recently the UFC have been giving a lot of Dagestani prospects the main event of fight nights, and I want to talk about this. Let me know what you think about the topic down in the comments, and while you're down there, I'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe. We just hit 250 subs today, which is huge. I'm going to have like some announcement for that coming out at some point. Anyway, let me get into it, because it all started with Abus Magomedov, and to be fair to him, this guy is actually not that bad. Abus is actually really, he's decent. I wouldn't say he's crazy good, but looking back on how Sean Strickland's career has played out since that fight, like Abus actually did a pretty good job against Sean Strickland. I believe he won the first round, and he actually did really good. And you look at how Sean Strickland has done against Izzy and Paulo Costa, how those guys have barely been able to do anything to him. It kind of makes Abus Magomedov's performance against Sean really not that bad. Even though he did get TKO'd in the second round, he gassed out so bad. Like, genuinely, that is probably one of the worst like incidents of someone gassing out, bro. He gassed out so bad and just got finished in the second round. But looking back, I don't think that was even that bad of a performance when you like really think about it. So, Abus Magomedov started all of this. This guy is the catalyst for what has gone on since then. Because, it gave Sean Strickland a title shot. And, yeah, anyway. Next guy I want to talk about. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about Shamil Gaziev right now because I really want to give a whole section on him because he is a special case. Okay, Shamil the Meal Deal, he's a different type of fighter. Okay, he's an anomaly. So I am going to talk about Ikram. Now Ikram again is another special case because he was like rushed in on 2 weeks' notice, I think. So can't really blame him too much for his performance. And he got some hate after the fight. I really don't understand why. He got KO'd by first round by Robert Whittaker. Like Robert Whittaker, he's a great fighter, but like Ikram Aliskerov, this guy's like, he's like the second coming of Zabit Magomed Sharapov, bro. He is insane with the kicks, bro. Okay, if you saw in that Robert Whittaker fight, this is why I just like he's so promising, bro. I'm telling you, when he threw a front kick from the other side of the octagon and he missed, that was some crazy stuff. Okay, he was inventing kicks in the octagon. Okay, like I've never seen anyone do that before because it doesn't make any sense to throw anything like he did, because none of it landed. So Ikram Aliskerov, this guy is a great prospect. Okay, I'm really excited to see him fight. Bro, all jokes aside, Ikram Aliskerov is so bad. Holy shit, bro. I couldn't even believe what I was watching when in that Robert Whittaker fight, bro. This guy threw a front kick from the other side of the octagon like he was new to UFC 5, bro. I have never seen that before in real life, bro. I don't know what he was doing, okay? I would just retire if I was him, okay? I know it's early. I don't care, bro. That was so bad. I actually do want to see him against... Alright, yeah, he's not that bad, okay? I do want to see him against Bo Nickel, bro, because that call-out was so funny. Brother, Bo Nickel, Bo Nickel, we fight me, brother, we need to fight, brother. Okay, he wanted to compare Dagestan wrestling with American wrestling. I thought that call-out was pretty cool. I still would like to see that fight, because I think Bo Nickel could definitely get fraud checked at some point when you're struggling to submit bloody Cody Bumditch, bro, so... that is definitely another interesting case of a Dagestani prospect being rushed. But I think, again, you have to cut Ikram some slack for coming on 2 weeks' notice. Takes some balls to do it, especially against Robert Whittaker, because he's really rushed. Like, I think he was like, I think he had 2 fights before the Whittaker main event. So, it sucks for him. But then we have Shamil Gaziev, Shamil the Meal Deal, Shamil the Blob Gaziev. He goes by many names, okay? He's different, okay? This guy is a anomaly because he actually did the best, okay? He didn't get finished like the other two, in the second or first round. He actually went all 4 rounds, and a lot of people are saying, he gassed out and whatever. I don't know where that's coming from. I think it's just a misunderstanding of what he said in his corner when he was talking to the doctor, because doctor asked him what's wrong. This guy went, there's a snack time, snack time. He didn't know that there was no snack times in the UFC. He'd only gone 2 rounds before that. He got a bit hungry in around the 3rd round, so I can't blame Shamil too much because he really did just give Rosenstrike the win for free. He just really was hungry. Taco Bell was waiting in the locker room. He didn't want it to get cold, so the ref stopped the fight. And it really takes a humble guy to do something like that. So shout out Shamil Gaziev. But on a real note, he actually was winning 2-2 going into the 5th. At least that's what I had it scored. And I feel like a lot of people did have it scored as well. Even though if you look at the scorecards, he was getting robbed. Okay, like every other judge had Rosenstrike winning 3-1, 4-0, which is insane. Like, I don't know how you give all those rounds to Rosenstrike, but he actually did the best. And I think he's a good good heavyweight prospect, which doesn't really say much. He's going to be fighting this weekend, which is pretty crazy. I think he's going to beat that guy. But the thing about Shamil Gaziev that is an anomaly is that it's like win or lose, it doesn't really matter for this guy because people love him, and I don't know why people love him. I think it's Lucas Glazy. I think Lucas Tracy really like revived this guy's career by accident. He's just such a big meme now, and people love this guy, and I haven't like I know why, bro. This guy's just so funny to talk about and joke about, bro. This guy's just a huge meme. Just such a likable guy as well. So Shamil Gaziev, he's actually just like made a career about being so fat and so fat and bad. It's like if it doesn't matter if he loses to Dontel Mays, because I don't think the UFC will cut him because so many people do want to see him fight, and I think he's just good as well. Like I was saying against Rosenstrike, he really did hang in there. If this was a 3-round fight, if that was a 3-round fight like it should have been, instead of rushing him to a 5-round fight, he probably would have won that, given that he wasn't also being robbed again, like I said. So, Shamil Gaziev, he is probably the most successful guy to come out of giving Dagestani's, a main event before they're even ready. So Shamil Gaziev, again, I'm repeating myself now, but he's a great fighter, and I think this really happens for 3 reasons. Number one, the UFC kind of, you can really sell a Dagestani versus a ranked or like veteran, I guess. Because the thing with Dagestanis, they kind of have this aura around them, okay? But they kind of have this, yeah, Shamil Gaziev, he has a crazy aura around him. He's up there with like Netspend and Playboy Cory, okay? But, no, well, jokes aside, no, Shamil Gaziev has a crazy aura, okay? Sorry, I had to compose myself. I meant Dagestani fights have an aura, so you can really sell it as a close fight for a main event and get people interested without having to use, 2 ranked contenders or have a close fight. They can just bring some random Russian guy and bring him in and, people kind of won't know who to pick. Then it will seem like a close fight, even if it isn't. Again, like Ikram versus Robert Whittaker or Abus versus Sean Strickland. So you can really sell that kind of main event. And this kind of brings me to my other reason, is that the UFC have been stacking the pay-per-views. They've been stacking the pay-per-views so much that there's really not really much like left for fight nights. So they can, with this, bro, when they use like a Dagestani guy, they only need 1 ranked guy. They just can pick any ranked guy, make him fight a Dagestani, and it will seem like a close fight despite it not being a close fight. So, that's another reason. And also, I think the UFC is just trying to create their like next big star. Overall, for example, with Umar this weekend fighting Sandhagen, if he beats Sandhagen, he's going to get a title shot. And, that's going to be a crazy storyline. We've got like Sean O'Malley, who's kind of like Conor, and then Umar Nurmagomedov, who's obviously like Habib's cousin. Like, it really does set up like a huge, I guess, stage for these Dagestani prospects, because you could really sell that, especially if they get a win over a top contender like Shamil Gaziev. There's like no doubt if this guy beat Rosenstrike, he probably would have been given a huge fight for his next fight. Same with a lot of these guys. With Ikram, he might have got a title shot if he beat Robert Whittaker. So I think they're just trying to create stars, because really there aren't any unranked like prospects, I guess, stars. Not prospects. There's a lot of prospects. I mean stars. There's really not a lot of ranked stars outside like Painted Talbot. Like, that's it, bro. Like, I guess you could count Bo Nickel too, but apart from that, there's really not any. So, yeah. And again, they just literally cut Makayev for no reason. I can't even believe that, bro. I know there is a reason. He's difficult to deal with, but apparently Makayev... By the way, that makes this video so much funnier that Makayev just got cut. Like, I'm talking about how they're giving Dagestani prospects, like, these great fights, and then they just cut Makayev because Dana White was angry that Belal won the belt. I'm very angry too about that, so I don't even blame him. But Makayev apparently got cut because he was talking with the PFL and he was going to use it as leverage. I don't know what is wrong with this guy. Bro, Makayev is, oh my god, man. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even tell if I feel bad for this guy or not. He was like 1 fight off a title shot as well. He realistically should have got a title shot off that, but anyway, that's really going to be it. I don't have anything else to talk about. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. All right.